Hello everyone, how are you? Okay, so today we are going to discuss about this programming. Say this question is given that we have a class called this one animal, and domestic animal is inherited from the animal class and wild class is also inherited from animal class. First tell me that what type of inheritance this one, if I am taking only this part. This is hierarchical inheritance, one parent class and multiple child class. And if you are only seeing this, that animal, domestic animal, pet, this is the multi-level inheritance. So overall this is basically the hybrid inheritance, whatever. So today we are going to discuss how can we write the code. Say this one is given. Okay. So let's start. So I am taking the class animal. Sorry. And in public access specifier, I am just doing this in a simple way. Okay, I am writing in public access specifier. I am writing that f1 function, and in f1 function I am writing okay, done. So just this one, and next I am taking that from the animal class the domestic animal will be there, it will be inherited. So I am writing given the name, and I am going to inherit it publicly, that means a public access specifier. So you can write it public, then the base class name. Sorry. Fine. Okay. Use another one. Say I have given a function name as void f2. You are writing void f2. Okay. See out. Setting a message. Domestic animal. Okay, done. Next, from domestic animal to pet, and if you are doing if you are going to write the code in such a way that first it will be executed level wise, you can also write it that class wild animal, and this wild animal will be inherited from class animal. So here I am writing public here I am using another function, say void f3. I just want to make you understand about how to write the code in inheritance in C++. So this is a very simple code. Fine, the class will be ended. And next I am going to write the from pet. Pet will be inherited from the domestic animal. Okay, so I am writing another class pet, and it will be also public that's it. Okay, now main, see what happened. Say in wild animal class, I'm going to create the object lion. Okay, now it can access the functions of animal class as well as its own function. That means it can access the property of the base class from where it is inherited and also its property. So here I am writing dot say f1, this f1, and next line dot f3. Now see what happened. Execute. I'm giving a name. Problem, cout does not name a type. I'm extremely sorry, I have written it indirectly. Sorry, you have to write it within a function. You cannot write anything directly. Say F4. Okay, compile and execute. Okay, now you can see it's able to call the function f1 as well as function f3. That's why we are getting this message animal and class. So wild, like this, animal class and wild. So you can also write it in this way. So I'm adding another thing. Animal class wild. Now if we are going to access, say I'm writing cat. Okay, cat dot, you can call f1 function as well as you can call the f2 function as well as you can call the f4 function, which is its own property. So you can call the f1 function, which is animal classes property, then you can call the domestic classes property from where the pet is immediately inherited from it. So initially the base class is animal. From animal we got another one, the domestic animal, and then pet. So whenever you are going to access, whenever we are actually creating the object of domestic the pet, so that time it can access the property of animal class as well as domestic as well as its own property. Okay, let's see. Okay, hope you can understand up to this. Now say I'm writing it, I'm using the constructor here. I'm using the constructor here. Instead of normal function, here I'm using the constructor. Then what happened? Let's check. Sorry, F1 function no more exists. Check. I make this animal classes, this one as constructor. See this part actually. This part. See this part. I make it constructor. Okay. Now check it. First, it is showing animal class wild. Now see that first, though the lion just called the F3 function, but whenever the object is created, the lion object is created, it first invoke the constructor of its base class, and if there is its own constructor, that will be invoked later. We will check it now. So that's why we are getting here animal class and then the wild, and in case of the cat, the animal class will be invoked, then domestic animal, then pet. Now you can make it, you can write it that here I am writing so I'm writing this one. I'm just creating the object of lion. Now check. Check. Sorry, I make it for domestic animals, so make the object of it. Okay. To understand this one. For lion, first the animal constructor is invoked, that means the base classes constructor is invoked, and then in case of the second one, that means when I am creating the object of cow, that time the animal classes constructor is invoked as well as its own constructor is invoked. So which one will be invoked first? The constructor of base class will be invoked first, then the constructor of the derived class will be invoked. Okay, and the order of destructor is just reverse. You can check it. Just see here. Here I am just writing. Class destructor, and here domestic animal destructor. Okay, fine. Just creating the object of cow class, object cow of domestic animal class. Now check. See, first animal class will be called, that means the constructor of animal will be called, then the domestic animal, that means the constructor of the derived class will be called, and now see, the domestic animal destructor will be invoked, and then the base classes destructor will be invoked. So now you can understand the chain, the constructor of base, then the constructor of derived, and the destructor will be just called in reverse order. Hope you understand. If you have any query, you can write it in comment box. Thank you very much.